Today, I've put all 30 NBA teams onto one map, and only one will be left standing by the end, yada yada. You guys know the deal by now. Here's where this one is different. Before each game in this video, I'll be spinning this wheel of eras, which has all 6 eras featured in NBA 2K25 on it, and will control which era each matchup takes place. I just said the word era so many times, you'd think I was a Taylor Swift tour. That means a Celtics-Knicks matchup could be Larry Bird versus Patrick Ewing, Paul Pierce versus Carmelo Anthony, and so on and so forth. I mean, I'm sure you get the picture. Additionally, I've predetermined the first 15 matchups in this video to avoid one team getting lucky and becoming super overpowered early on, because each winning team gets to steal a player from the team they beat in every single era. So if the Clippers beat the Lakers, for example, they can steal Kareem in the 80s, Magic in the 90s, Shaq in the 2000s, Kobe in the 2010s. Again, I actually think this is pretty self-explanatory, so let's get to it, shall we? And since it's my video, I want to start off with what I hope will be a banger: Golden State Lakers. Let's do it. Let's start on the West Coast, get it out of the way right away. And let's get to the first eras wheel spin of our video. Golden State Lakers is gonna take place in the Jordan era. Well, that's kind of anticlimactic. Oh, no, I really just doomed the LA Lakers. In 1995-96, they were in between eras, pre-Kobe and Shaq. They had Vlade Divac, old man Magic out of retirement, Cedric Sabalos. It doesn't look great. Golden State, meanwhile, Chris Mullin, the last remaining member of the Run TMC crew, but Kevin Willis was solid, Ronnie Seakley, Latrell Spree. I think Golden State is better on paper, but this could be a good matchup. And as I quickly mentioned there, in my universe here, the Jordan era is starting in the 1995-96 season. So post Michael first retirement, you've got the Grizzlies and Raptors expansion. That's where we are. And again, just so we're all on the same page, whoever wins this game eliminates the other team in every era. We could be losing the Steph Curry era Golden State Warriors or the Kobe Shaq Lakers. Oh no, what have I done? What have I started? It's a blowout. It's a blowout. And Laker fans, please don't click off this video. You'll get to see Kobe again at some point. Shaq too, maybe. It's okay. Golden State makes the first move of the video. I will show each upgrade as we get to it. It's time to move on, as we'll head south to our second straight California matchup. The Clippers taking on Phoenix, which is gonna go way back in the day. The Magic versus Bird era, sure. The Magic Johnson era LA Clippers actually look okay. Marcus Johnson, Norm Nixon, Bill Walton after a bunch of injuries. Yeah, it's a solid starting 5. The Suns, meanwhile, looking very similar on paper. Walter Davis, Larry Nance, Maurice Lucas, James Edwards. This should be a good battle. And for the Magic vs. Bird era, I advanced one season, so it's 1984-85. That way we get rookie Michael Jordan, Charles Barkley in the NBA. Yes, sir, and we've got our first clutch finish of the video. Phoenix up 1, just over a minute left. The Clippers are challenging Phoenix, so they're on the road. Can they get a stop here in the clutch? Foster, he's gonna be off. There's gonna be a lot of names I don't recognize here. I believe that's Junior Bridgman, the former Milwaukee Buck, now on the Clippers. Norm Nixon now handling inside the three-point line, classic 1980s. He's got a couple teammates coming off screens. He's gonna hit this man Smith, who's got a clear lane to the rim. He throws down with his left hand. That was way too easy. The Suns need an answer now. Their lead is gone. It's still a 1-point game, though. Walter Davis going to work. He was a stud back in the day, but he gets boxed. Norm Nixon has Smith once again coming off the screen. Derek Smith, does he have a second straight bucket? Can Paul Westphal defend him? No, that's a great find inside to James Edwards. He dropped a dime. Will anybody on the Suns look to shoot a 3 to tie? No, I believe that's Kyle Macy. That's a good looking mid-range jumper. Oh, and the Clippers missed a free throw, meaning the Suns can tie the game. Walter Davis, 4 seconds left. He's got a one-on-one matchup. He gets clamped, puts up a contested midi, and it rims out. You had a good look at it, Walter, but not good enough as the Clippers take over Arizona. Staying on the West Coast, we'd move back north to Kings Jazz. It would be our first matchup in the Kobe era. For the Kobe era, I wanted to include the Charlotte Hornets / Bobcats franchise, as well young D Wade, LeBron, and Melo. So we've got the 04-05 season, one of my favorites of all time. This was the tail end of the super competitive 2000s Kings era with Chris Webber, Peja Stojakovic, and company. The Jazz, meanwhile, still a year away from Deron Williams, who definitely helped change the franchise. I was actually surprised how close Utah kept it, but the on-paper stronger Kings did pull off a double. Heading even more north, it was Blazers Timberwolves up next, and we were moving on to the Steph Curry era. I've mentioned before, I hate that 2K made the Steph era 2016-17 when Durant joined Golden State, so I'm rewinding it 1 year. We've got the 2015-16 season with KD back on the Thunder. Portland should have the upper hand here. Dame Lillard and CJ back in their prime. prime. Oh, never mind. 2K respected this T-Wolves squad. Cat, Wiggins, not bad, but not good enough. Wow, this means the current T-Wolves are eliminated too. That's a big move by Portland. Geographically, a pretty big move too. Look at Portland taking over some Midwest or Northern Midwest. I don't know what that area is called. Some territory over there. We're going back to the Southwest. The Nuggets challenging the Spurs, our next predetermined matchup. This will take place back in the LeBron era. Okay. Oh, wait, my bad. We haven't been to the LeBron era yet. Nothing crazy about this. It's 2010-11, making me very nostalgic for 2K11, by the way. Oh, very important for Denver, though. It's the beginning of the LeBron era, 2010-11, so they haven't traded Melo yet. They would later in this season. They look really, really good. Yeah, before they traded Melo to the Knicks. Wow, this is a great battle. The Spurs basically dominant in every single era. Duncan, Parker, Ginobili. If we lose this team in the Kobe era as well, that's great for the rest of the map. Wow. I honestly, I feel responsible. I feel like I jinxed the Spurs by talking about, if they lose. Denver came through though. Kind of an 11-point win, low-key blowout. Melo, what a dog. 15 of 24 shooting, 35 and 8. What an ethical scorer, dude. Denver invades Texas. We had a matchup between the Mavs and Thunder, which would be taking place in the Kobe era. Oh, the Mavericks in this era. We love it, dude. Prime Dirk Nowitzki with Michael Finley, Jerry Stackhouse. This team was one season away from making a run to the NBA Finals. And no Thunder in this era. They were still the Seattle Supersonics. Yes, I know. Seattle fans, don't yell at me. Hopefully your boys can come through. Ray Allen, Rashard Lewis, a great dynamic duo. I'm just trying to create some harmony, okay? 3 versions of the Thunder Sonics franchise will be in Seattle this video, 3 in OKC. Maybe they can survive right till the end, or maybe they'll get blown out in the first appearance of either franchise. Yeah, Seattle loses, OKC's eliminated. You just hate to see it. Oh, word, prime Dirk Nowitzki, a couple seasons away from winning an MVP, 38 and 8. That's pretty good. Big territory acquisition for the Mavs. More Texas action next. Rockets, Pelicans, and we were back to the Kobe era again. I don't hate it. This Rockets era was so fun. Tracy McGrady, his first season in Houston, was amazing. Him and Yao Ming could just never stay healthy together, but they could make some noise here. And I know it's super confusing history, but in this era, the New Orleans Hornets, this is the franchise that eventually became the New Orleans Pelicans. Trust me, I've studied the history. They don't look very good, so that might be tough. The Charlotte Bobcats of this era would become the Charlotte Hornets that we know today. It is really confusing, but just trust me, I know what's going on. And here I am asking you all to trust me. I accidentally simulated right to the end of the game without jumping in. The Rockets hold on, an 8-point win. Valid effort from the Hornets, comes up just short. Yo, I wanted to give a quick shout out to Underdog for continuing to sponsor my channels. As you can tell from my horrible mustache, I'm recording this in November where, well, all the sports are happening. If you want to spice up watching NFL, NBA, NHL, college sports, everything, Underdog is the place to be. Daily drafts, pick'ems, all sorts of promos, always ongoing. You can get more info and my link. Use code JCAN. It's all down below in the description. My own Underdog Winnie, she very much approves of this message, okay? What is your ear doing? Continuing east, our first action in Florida, Hornets Heat, back to the Jordan era we go. This was a legit contender Heat squad. Morning, Tim Hardaway, yeah. Charlotte, though, was stacked as well. I mean, relatively speaking, Larry Johnson, Glenn Rice and company. And it's kind of ironic we have the Hornets in back-to-back games. Charlotte, though, this team we're about to see, they would become the Bobcats and then back to the Hornets that we know today. Again, just trust me, people. This was a wild result because 2 contenders in the East, I thought it would be a tight finish, but it was all Miami, dude. Tim Hardaway would go on to post 29 and 19 assists, yet was somehow outdone by Alonzo Mourning, tossing up 38 and 15 with 6 blocks. Okay, now the Pelicans, the Bobcats, both Hornets, they're all eliminated, so we can all stop being confused about it. We'd stay with another Florida team as the Magic traveled to Atlanta, and we'd get a second straight Jordan era tilt. Now, this era Hawks squad doesn't look bad. Mookie Blaylock, Steve Smith, yeah, it's all right. But they run into a powerhouse, a super team of the era, Shaq, Penny, and the Magic. This game teetered on a blowout. Never quite got there, but yeah, an Orlando W. Honestly, an unfortunate theme so far in this video, that being blowouts. I mean, we hate to see it for the content. Maybe our luck will change here as the Grizzlies take on the Bulls. My voice was hesitant there because there's a lot of ways this era wheel could screw over the Grizzlies Like, you've got to be kidding me. That's exactly what the Jordan era, that's exactly what I was referring to. Oh my goodness. Somehow we get a third straight Jordan era wheel spin, and it's just so this is the expansion Vancouver Grizzlies, my former hometown team. They look so bad, dude. Maybe Bryant Reeves can backpack. And it's the worst possible matchup because it's the Bulls in the Jordan era, which means, hey, it's Michael Jordan. Hey, look at that. Scottie Pippen just about to start their second three-peat. Like, it's so over. Even my attempted reverse jinx of the Bulls didn't work. Honestly, a 17-point game feels like a silver lining W for the Grizzlies. I might just put Bryant Reeves on the Bulls in this era just to spite them. Like, maybe I'll do that. Michael Jordan rubbing it in. Big Mike had 45, 5, and 7, 3 steals. Yeah, that's he's pretty good. A Central Division rivalry match was up next. Bucks Pistons, a tough break for Milwaukee. We were back to the Kobe era where, hold on. Okay, the Bucks look all right. Michael Redd was a stud back in the day. Desmond Mason isn't bad. But the Detroit Pistons had just won the championship in 2004, a year prior. They would go back to the finals and lose in 7 games. So, yeah, they're pretty good. Oh, son, yes. Everybody hold on. We've got a tight finish and a potential upset. Not that I'm rooting against Detroit. I mean, this team is very fun. They're legends, but I love a good Cinderella story. No. Oh, Chauncey missed. That was a great look for him. Inside Marcus Fizer. That's just, you can't score on the Pistons inside. Why are you double teaming? Wait a minute. The double team kind of works. Detroit throwing some absolutely big. No, you the double team. It didn't work. Bad idea, Bucks. Bad idea. Staying in the Midwest, Pacers, Cavs. They've had some historic battles. To the Jordan era we'd go. Wow, the Cavs were really a deep squad led by Brad Daugherty. Okay. Yo, the Pacers low-key stacked too. Prime Reggie Miller. Yeah, this should be a battle. And indeed, the game would go right down to the wire. Terrell Brandon would work past Reg for a clutch hoop. Down 6, the Pacers went to Ricky Pierce. A tough turnaround bucket from the elbow. After getting a stop, the Pacers would run out, and Reggie Miller would drop off a dime on the dunk, and it was a 2-point game. Antonio Davis for the Pacers would find himself at the free throw line. 1 possession later, he'd tie the game up. Cleveland, having choked the lead away, still had a shot to win it, but Danny Ferry sold on the interior finish, and just seconds later, out of a timeout, I mean, I could not have written this any better. To be Mark Jackson, man. Hand down, man down. Cleveland chokes, and yeah, that loses a lot of really fun Cavs teams. Our third to last first round predetermined matchup, Raptors taking on the Knicks and doing so in the Steph era. This could be a blowout, folks. It was the LeBronto era. Lowry and DeRozan, I mean, they were very good in the regular season. And this season, 2015-16, the Knicks, Melo Kristoff, it didn't quite work out. And yeah, Knicks fans, I'm gonna need y'all to look away. In all my years on this game, I really don't know if I've seen a blowout quite this brutal. A 62-point win for the Raptors. I mean, what? Oh, that's record setting in like a bad way, obviously. Celtics Nets was our next matchup, and finally we'd get our first modern era spin, which is quite unfortunate for the Nets because the Celtics are very good. They just won 124-75. I saved Nets. I didn't want to jump into this game. It was too much of a massacre. That's crazy. And with that, we hit our final predetermined first round matchup, Sixers Wizards. Oh my, the Steph era, which for the Sixers was the trust the process era. They are not good. Joel's an 86 overall. Did he even play in 2015? He did not. Whatever. Yeah, they look so weak. And the Wizards with John Wall, Bradley Beal, they were good. Wow, Washington, this is your video. Let's not get ahead of ourselves yet. The Wizards still have to complete this gift they've been given. Oh my goodness, and they do. I didn't jump in again. I can't believe all these massive blowouts we're getting. I'm thrown off my game. Washington runs away with it. With the Wizards' big move taking down Philly, they now are a competitor in the American Northeast. Our map looks like this: 15 teams down, 15 yet standing. And from here on out, nothing predetermined. We've got a wheel of our 15 remaining teams. If someone wants to go ahead, build a super team, so be it. Oh, see, I say super team and Golden State advance. They appear, of course. Which way will Golden State be going with their new addition from the Lakers North? Golden State taking on Sacramento. Okay. These era wheel spins continue to be so important as we're going. Dude, the Kobe era is getting so much action. The Kings being challenged won their first game here in the Kobe era with C-Web, Peja, Mike Bibby. They added Stoll, Carlos Boozer from the Jazz, But Golden State, thanks to beating the Lakers, steals Kobe Bryant in the Kobe Bryant era to add to Jason Richardson, Troy Murphy. They're not very strong, but they have Kobe, which is apparently enough. Are you dude? I need to start seeing some more clutch finishes here. We've only had 2 or 3. Kobe on the Warriors in his era. I mean, just dismantling the Kings. My guy had 32, 7, and 5 on 15 of 20 shooting. Yeah, you're not going to stop that, apparently. The Clippers were spun next, and of course, sent west to take on Golden State. They were both sent way back in time. The Clippers look okay. We've already seen them in this era, and they stole Walter Davis from the Phoenix Suns, so it's solid. But come on, dude. Golden State in this era actually looked very weak, but they look much better, stealing Magic from the Lakers. Also, where's he? Eddie Johnson from the Kings. I mean, an 83 overall isn't bad. I don't want to put too much pressure on the Clippers here, but if they lose Golden State, they're going to be such a super team in every era. I guess I should have put more pressure on the Clippers. Maybe the Clippers didn't. They definitely didn't understand the assignment. The video of blowouts continues. I hate it. Dude, if we ever get the Golden State Warriors in the Steph era, it's going to be so ugly with they keep stealing play. Dude, the crazy thing is there's no era now in which Golden State is weak. I mean, the LeBron era when Steph was super young, but now they're going to have Kobe there. Oh, it's so bad. I'm going to need the wheel to stop setting up Golden State matchups right now. We need another super team to somehow form to potentially combat them. Detroit, sure. There's a couple suspect eras for Detroit, but they've already won one game, just like every other team. And they're heading south, slightly west. That's going to cross into Pacer territory. Makes sense. I don't know which era is best for the Pistons or the Pacers off the top of my head. It doesn't matter. The Steph era, where the Pistons weren't very good, but they steal young Giannis, a 90 overall. That's horrible court spacing. Oh, and yeah, it's over. It's the Pacers. I completely forgot it happened so long ago. They beat the Cavs, meaning they have prime LeBron with Paul George. Yeah, Detroit's not going to be our super team. Sorry, Detroit fans. No reverse jinx or chaos here on tap in the Steph era. LeBron with Paul George, a deadly duo. PG-13 led the way, 39 points in a blowout. The Pacers take over Michigan as we'd head back to Florida. Compass setting up a Heat Magic battle, and yes, a heavyweight tangle in the Jordan era. Because the Heat, they dominated Charlotte. They were already a good team. They've stolen Larry Johnson, making them even deeper. Well, the Magic, yeah, they're insane. Prime, young Shaq, I should say, prime Penny Hardaway. They went ahead, stole Steve Smith from the Hawks. Yes, in this matchup, not letting me down. We love to see it. A clutch finish is all I wanted. Miami up 1, a minute and a half left. I kind of thought Orlando would win this thing. Shaq is still on the perimeter. I hate it. That's Horace Grant trying to come off the screen. Oh my word, what is it? Disaster class. Brian Shaw putting up a 3 at the buzzer. No. A crazy bailout foul, but Billy missed the first free throw. He hits the second, so not the end of the world for the Magic. But they had a horrible possession that I saw when I jumped in. That's much better. That's much better. Shaquille O'Neal and the harm. That's crazy. Shaq exposing Alonzo on defense. Mean mugging after. Of course, he misses the free throw, though. Miami could go quick and still get a 2-for-1. Billy Owens. There is no transition defense in this game. That's wild. Bruce Bowen. Shaq coming off a screen. The old big to big pick and roll. Horace Grant, give the rock up. Give it up, Horace. Wait, that's a pretty good mid-range jump shot. And it's gonna rattle in. Horace Grant? Are you kidding me? I had no hope in him right there. That was like a Disney Channel movie. The way the ball hung on the rim, it killed so much clock and it tied the game. I thought I thought Orlando went for 3 for the win. Yeah! Billy Owens just hit a game winner. I thought Orlando had gone up a point, but nah, it was tied. And the Heat come after a timeout with a perfect set. Yo, just an insane swing of emotions on that game winner. I mean, I probably undersold it. I was just in shock. I thought Orlando had won. Instead, the Magic are eliminated, and wow, big move by the Miami Heat as we're gonna spin next the Houston Rockets. Will we get a battle for Texas right here? Or wait, there's another team that's in Texas, aren't they? That's right, the Nuggets are in Texas. Alas, heading straight west, Houston will take on Dallas. It is a battle of Texas. I am fumbling just all over my words. It's day 2 of me recording this video, so give me a break as we're going back to the modern era for like, what, the second time this video? Oh, and I was just reminded how bad news this is for Houston. They pick up Zion Williamson by way of beating the Pelicans / Hornets franchise earlier in the video, but yeah, the Mavericks get Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Remember when Dallas and Dirk beat Ray Allen in the Sonics? I knew that was going to be trouble. All right, man. Okay. It wasn't a brutal blowout. 10 points, respectable. Only 96 points scored for the Mavs, but another win. I feel like they might be our super team to compete with Golden State. I'm just saying they're looking good. Out of Texas we'd go. As the wheel spun Indiana, they'd challenge the Wizards, and all right, the Kobe era again. Dude, the Pacers are an absolute unit in the Kobe era, picking up young LeBron thanks to beating Cleveland, and prime Ben Wallace from the Pistons. Not to be outdone, however, thanks to beating Philly, prime Gilbert Arenas and the Wizards stole Allen Iverson. Just a ridiculous pure hooper duo for Washington. Unfortunately, the chemistry wasn't there. This Indiana team is nuts, my guy. Young LeBron with 35 and 12. He missed one shot the entire game. I mean, how are you going to compete? The Pacers were good in that era, plus LeBron and Ben Wallace. Wow, they're taking over some space too. I'm just saying, this video's feeling like a dub. We've got a bunch of really interesting teams bubbling. The Miami Heat back again. Speaking of teams becoming great, the Heat, they've won 2 games already. Now they're going east. I'm such an idiot. They're going west. I don't know compass directions. Heat Mavericks 2011-2006 finals rematch. I'm here for it. The Miami Heat traveling east to take on Dallas. Which era are we going to? I don't know what I'm talking about anymore. We're back to the modern era. Oh, I think advantage Dallas. I stand by it's probably advantage Dallas, but Miami with 2 wins, they've beaten the Magic. They steal Paulo. The Hornets, they steal LaMelo. They still have Jimmy and Bam. I mean, that's no joke. Spoelstra coaching these boys. Look at the Mavericks though, having stolen Shea already. We saw that now. Alpi Sengun. I mean, they're just, and they always simulate so well. Oh boy, it is so close to being over for Miami. I jumped in with a healthy amount of time left though, seeing if they can get back from down 7. Jimmy's gonna cut it down to 5. Okay. Foul outs are definitely off. There's no injuries, so yeah, maybe they're just closing. Oh, with Shea, with Kyrie, yeah, that's pretty good. Jimmy Butler had a good look and missed it. Back the other way, Kyrie on the wing, working right past Tyler Hero. Bam, didn't help. Off. That's a crushing blow. Miami made a bunch of threes trying to keep up in this game. A ton of free throws, still came up short. Feels like we're heading towards a Dallas Golden State finale, but the Pacers might have something to say about it. We got enough teams still to make it interesting. In fact, 8 teams remaining. We need someone else to start building something serious. Hey, Michael Jordan and the Bulls, perhaps? Of course, no guarantee we see Michael Jordan with the Bulls, but there's a few options. The compass glitches, but sends us west. Wow. And look who's west of the Bulls. It's all the way into Nuggets territory. Bulls, that's interesting. And here's the moment of truth. Do we get Michael Jordan or like Derrick Rose or someone else? Magic. That is going to be rookie young MJ. Oh, unfortunately, the Bulls kind of get screwed here. They've only beat 1 team this video, and that was the Grizzlies, who were not in existence in the Magic Bird era. So there's nobody for the Bulls to steal. So I've decided to give them the best available free agent, 80 overall Bob Lanier. Chicago's in trouble. I can't lie. They need something superhuman from rookie Mike. And I mean, look at Denver. They were already loaded, and now they've stolen George Gervin from the Spurs. And much to my chagrin, it was another blowout in this video. Again, though, not really a surprise given the teams. 26-6 for MJ at least, but in a losing effort as the Bulls are eliminated. We'd get the Pacers again, and they'd rope in the Nuggets for a back-to-back appearance. We were heading to the LeBron era, and I am just a formal apology is being issued right now to Indiana Pacer fans. You were looking so good. You had LeBron in that one era. I mean, I'm sorry. Because here in the LeBron era, the Pacers were not that great yet. They stole Anton Jameson from the Cavs, rookie John Wall from the Wizards, and Rip Hamilton from the Pistons. That's so mid, especially in comparison to the Denver Nuggets, who stole Derrick Rose from the Bulls and Tim Duncan from the Spurs. I mean, that's so unfortunate. I mean, at this point, it's all about that era's wheel spin. Like that's it. It just controls the destiny. I legit feel so bad for Indiana because they were awesome in a bunch of other eras. That's so, I keep saying the word, but it is unfortunate. But it also is what it is, and y'all won't believe this. We'd get a clash of titans next. The Mavericks dragging Denver into a 3rd straight game in the modern era. And when I say clash of titans, look at it. Couldn't have been a better era. Luka with Shea, Jimmy Butler, Alperen Şengün. The Mavs are a beast, but the modern day Nuggets, maybe the only team that can potentially take them down. Jokic is now joined by Victor Wembanyama Wembanyama, Tyrese Halliburton, and I mean Zach LaVine. But more importantly, it's Wemby. Yes, I needed this to be a clutch finish so badly, and we got it. Now I'm a little worried. Dallas is up 5. I mean, they could potentially have a dagger here, but lots of time remaining. I'm confident Denver at least makes this interesting down the stretch. Tyrese running point. Wemby quickly gives it up. Christian Braun back to Tyrese. Dude, that was a good look, but he smoked it. Too much star power here. I need a good finish. None of this nonsense. Kyrie going to work in his bag, finding a midi. Yeah, I mean, that'll do. Oh, no, under a minute left now. I'm really scared. Denver, you need a bucket. Tyrese going to work. Tyrese, no. Find Zach LaVine. Classic 2K. Intentional miss, I swear. Wow, that's a big shot, though, from LaVine. Keeps him in this game. Luka had a clear okay, all right. Luka pulls up. It doesn't matter. He makes. Oh, no. Wemby's not even on the floor. Has he been on the bench this whole time? I think I might have thought Michael Porter Jr. was Victor Wembanyama. Nope. I'm just, yeah, that's a miss. Okay, I'm devastated. Kyrie Irving wide open in the corner. Final nail in the coffin. Dang. Denver, I was finally rooting for you, but to no avail. Just a monstrous move for the Mavericks right now, who are the obvious favorite to win the video. Can we stop seeing them play game? Wait a minute. I missed the spot. Yeah, they take over even more land. Dude, can we get other teams involved, please? Thankfully, the wheel would oblige. What's up, Celtics? Traveling north to face the Raptors and heading to the Jordan era. Tough spin for the Raps as this was their expansion season. I mean, Patrick Ewing stole from the Knicks should help. And this also wasn't the best Celtics era, but stolen Kenny Anderson from the Nets, that's pretty helpful. Patrick Ewing was, unfortunately, completely neutralized in the sick purple Raptors jerseys, only 10 points in a blowout loss. Old man Dominique had 24 for Boston, as did my guy Dino Radja. Let's go. Probably a little too late for the Celtics because there's only one team they can possibly geographically face, and that's the Mavericks. And in total, we've only got 4 teams left. This is crazy. Time flies when you're having fun. The Portland Trail. I thought it was going to be Golden State. No, the Blazers. Now we might get the Blazers taking on Golden State, but yep, that's what's going to happen. When did we last see Portland or Golden State? Both these teams just been chilling over here on the West Coast. Off the top of my head, I don't know which era most benefits which team here, but these spins are so... Okay, all right, Steph era. Well, I'm going to go out on a limb and say that benefits Steph Curry. Okay, considering Portland has only played in one game, this is a pretty good era. Dame and CJ joined by Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, one problem though. Golden State is in their dynasty, and yeah, they steal Chris Paul, DeMarcus Cousins, and old man Kobe Bryant. He's along for the ride too. Yeah. Wow, hold on. Look at Portland staying in this game. I don't think they're going to be able to complete this comeback, but Golden State, why are they playing with their food? Who's got the dagger in them? Steph from the mid-range going right to the rip. Dame, where's the defense, my guy? Respectable showing from the Steph era Trailblazers, but coming up short. Old man Kobe led Golden State in scoring. Are you 30 points on 9 of 9 shooting in 23 minutes? That's amazing. I think I just said amazing because I was like unbelievable, amazing. I'm out of adjectives, okay? And we are out of runway for all non-contenders. Only 3 teams left on our map: Golden State, Dallas, Boston. If we're being honest with ourselves, Boston is the polar bear in Arlington, Texas here. Golden State and Dallas have both won a bunch of games. They've created themselves super teams. Now Boston's gonna have to earn their spot in the final. No point in the compass spin. We know where they're heading. There's only one. Okay, I don't know why my brush is so thick. Anyways, the era wheel could determine so much right here. Dallas is gonna be overpowered in any era because of all the games won, but the Jordan era, okay. I was interested by the Jordan era. I thought this might be an even matchup. Kenny Anderson stolen by the Celtics, and also they beat the Raptors, so this dude, Willie Anderson. I considered giving them Patrick Ewing from the Raptors, but this whole video, I've done the same thing, and that is not stealing players more than once. So only players from the original team. I had to keep it the same for this game, and I'll be honest, I don't think it would matter because the Mavericks have beaten the Rockets. They get Hakeem. The Sonics/Thunder, they get Kemp. The Heat, they get Mourning. The Hawks, they get freaking Dikembe. Yeah, it's no, sorry, the Nuggets for Dikembe. Either way, it's over. Okay. You know, in hindsight, maybe I should have predetermined matchups for this entire video. I definitely didn't realize just how how deadly all these upgrades would be, but you know what? It's part of the fun. It's part of what happened here. Dallas, so good. Obviously, they win. Tough scene for Celtic fans who are wiped off the map, but honestly, this is a pretty good outcome. Dallas, Golden State. Whoever this wheel spin lands on will get home court advantage in our final matchup of the video, and we're heading to Texas, baby. Everything's bigger in Texas. I don't really know what that means in this context, but this wheel spin, it's for all the marbles. Again, I can't think of what era I would want to see or not want to see. We're going to the Kobe era. Oh boy. On paper, no way I would have thought Golden State had a chance in the Kobe era, but with all their additions, yes, including the man himself, Kobe Bryant, in addition, Chris Webber from the Kings, Elton Brand from the Clippers, Sharif Abdur-Rahim from the Trailblazers. I mean, that's not a bad 4 additions. Unfortunately, the already great Mavericks have won 5 games. They steal T-Mac from the Rockets, Ray Allen from the Sonics, Shaq from the Heat, Paul Pierce from the Carmelo from the Nuggets. It might be overdue. Just a murderer's row of all-stars, superstars from the 04-05 season. I love to see it. I think Dallas should have this in the bag. Get your predictions in now. Let's do it. Oh my goodness. Golden State, Kobe Bryant, they're out to a lead in the first quarter. It's pretty low scoring, but Golden State still leads into the second half. Dallas making a run. It's still a double digits game. Are you kidding me? Oh no, a quick turn. Dude, I wanted to show those cut-ins very quickly because like I couldn't have scripted this. We have a tie game. No, oh my goodness, tie game. What am I trying to say? 90 seconds remaining. That's a huge who flew in for that block? Shaq? Oh my word, I don't know who it was. T-Mac back the other way for Dallas. We know T-Mac's got the ultimate green light in this game. He's working on, I think, Derek Fisher. Ray Allen is open and oh, the maybe greatest shooter of all time after Steph. Whoa. I don't think Golden State has a good closing lineup out here. I don't see Chris Webber. Don't tell me coaching is failing them now. Don Nelson coaching one of these teams. Kobe, floater. Oh, right over T-Mac. That was gorgeous, Mamba. T-Mac, ultimate green light, pulling up for 3, misses, and somehow Shaq didn't grab board. Troy Murphy got it. Jason Richardson back the other way. These Golden State Warriors are such underdogs. This is crazy. Derek Fisher, wide open. Oh, he's hit so many big shots for Kobe in his career, but he missed it. No, Ray Allen back the other way in transition. Ray Allen missed it to call a timeout. Golden State does not. They are so unserious. They are not calling a timeout. There's still a shot clock. Kobe from the mid post puts up a 3. And he puts it in. Wow, Dallas is folding in the clutch. I can't lie to you. Now Golden State gets their subs in. Shaq is Webber is out there trying to guard Shaq. That's not great. Dirt can't even get a touch on his team. T-Mac is shooting this thing, boys. T-Mac is shooting. He will pull up. Potential game winner. Tracy McGrady is money. Oh my, Kobe. I'm going to need another big shot out of you, my guy. Tracy McGrady, just an assassin in this game, no matter what the situation, what the scenario. It's a 1-point game. 2.5 seconds left. Golden State can get a good shot. Their timeout play doesn't work. Kobe from way deep. It rims out. Why were you so deep, man? Oh, that sucks. Tiny bit of an anticlimactic ending. I put all 30 NBA teams onto one map, spread across 6 eras. We end up with the Dallas Mavericks walking away as champions. I'm begging anybody from 2K, if you're watching this, what was that? Can you make AI run plays properly? Have rotations that make sense? Anyways, that was a lot of fun. I hope you enjoyed. I just hit my controller. Are you still watching this video? Let me know down below. Subscribe if you're new.